So it's good the way it's all sort of set up, and you get a bit of an idea, even though it's only, well, the first round, even though it's not actually, well, it's part of a round, not actually the first round, if you like. But you get a bit of an idea as to what clubs are playing like. Frankston and Mount Eliza played first game last year. I went and saw the game, and Frankston wanted to do, he did it. So they're going to put more time into him today.
And looking through the lineups once again, Jake Batchelor, the Sandringham VFL coach, is named and is out there playing today for the Frankston Bombers.
Of course, a significant career. I'm not sure exactly how many games he would have played. North of 100, would he? At Richmond?
Yeah, I reckon. Definitely. And he was at Neo, number 6. Khan Haratuku, 7. Sam Fox is number 8. Dylan Garrett, we'll double check there. For Mount Eliza, James Hammond's got the number 1 jersey. Finley Bain, number 2. Harrison Scott, 3. Jeremy Burton, 4. Nathan Scagliarini, 6. Shane, 10 and 8. Bailey Breen, 10. Thomas Kelly, 15. Elliot Simmons, 16. Braden Elms, 18. Tom Small, 9. So for Mount Eliza in the ruck, we've got Max Morney, who will be going up, I think, against young Charlie Burr for the Frankston Bombers. So starting with a young ruckman in there. Alex Harnett's in the middle. Sam Fox, and also Dale Sutton. As we're in readiness for the umpire to hold the ball aloft here at Mount Eliza. First bounce for season 2022 as it goes up. Morney gets the tap out, down. Mount Eliza into attack early into the forward 50. And an early ball up inside 50 for the Mount Eliza Redlegs.
Certainly not expecting certainly a real high-scoring game, but I'm expecting a pretty good game this afternoon.
That's hit out. Little contest there. Sutton gets a handball, an errant handball. And then the Frankston Bombers player there is wrapped up in Dipiman Dencano. Scagliarini, a little scrubby kick inside 50. Bombers are switching there over to Alex Harnett on the 50 defensive mark. It's Tom Small there. Takes the intercept mark for Mount Eliza. They go into forward 50 on the ground. Good tackle there. Good pressure from the forwards from Mount Eliza early, Vossi.
Yeah, look, they just haven't been able to get the ball and find that loose man inside attacking 50 for the shot at goal. But Alex Harnett, there's one that Mount Eliza are going to have to put a lot of time into as the ball is knocked down towards the Mount Eliza goals. Frank's looking to try and clear. They will with a hand pass towards Harnett, but it's cut off there on that occasion by the player in Jordan Rouse, and the ball goes over the line for a boundary throw in right near the Mount Eliza goal, going to the Warella, drive into the ground in the opening quarter. No score, and we've played about 2 minutes in the opening quarter. Already we can see Mount Eliza getting the ascendancy in the ruck. They're getting easy tap outs. Just scrubbed along the ground. Oh, looks like there's going to be a free kick here to Mount Eliza, just outside the forward 50. And they're going to pump it back in through Thomas Kelly. Scrubby kick that's just hacked long. A barrel, and Harrison takes a big fly. No mark. Tennant crumbing up. And we're marked on the centre wing here at Mount Eliza. So he's driven hard in towards forward 50. There's a contest there. Harnett does the crumbing. And he gets the 1-2 back. Little kick there to Ryan Marks Logan, who switches the play. Out to Sam Fox, who moves the ball up slowly. They've got Alex Harnett in the middle. They've gone wide here, out to Jason Bedford. He's taken the mark in front of Tennant. Sutton inside 50 for Frankston Bombers first hit up, and Jared Grant with the first mark inside 50. That'll be good for his confidence, and we're only about 3.5-4 minutes into the season, but we very nearly had the mark of the day there with the Bridgestone Select, the Mornington mark of the day with Haratuku going right over the top there. It was a big jump from him, but this for the first goal, and Jared Grant, well, said he needs to do more. This is an opportunity for him to have a shot at goal from 40. Directly in front, has the shot,
and there was cheering because I thought he'd kicked the goal, but the umpire said no, it's through for a point. So one behind Frankston, 1 point, and Mount Eliza are yet to score. We've played 4 minutes in the opening quarter, and that is on the this is a Battery World of Mornington match of the day.
It looks like what they're going to try and do, Vossi, kicking in from, I guess, the entrance end is go long. We can see swirly conditions. And already there's been a bit of scrappy footy trying to hit those short kicks. Bit of wet weather footy needs to be played. There's young Morney and Burt to battle in the ruck. Fox has already got a couple of early touches. That's just hacked forward. We'll get another ball up.
Not putting a lot of time, when I say not putting a lot of time, they're certainly going to put time into him, but not a hard tag on Alex Harnett at the moment anyhow, and he's already had about 3 touches.
Absolutely, he's been led to just roam free, and as you said, he's had a number of touches early.
He absolutely destroyed YCW in one of the later games we did last year. The Premier Traditional Homes, one behind, 1 point, Frankston and Mount Eliza yet to score. So Harnett is top quality, no doubt about that.
As Morney takes it out of the ruck. Dale Sutton picks it up and he's tackled, and that is holding the ball. He's tried to do a bit too much there, Dale Sutton, but Frankston Bombers, we've noticed their key contributors are getting a lot of the footy early. It's Bailey Breen, steps inside Harnett. He goes inside forward 50 to a pack. It's spoiled away. Looks to do a bit of crumbing there. Dylan Garnett just pulls it in, and the umpire's going to call the ball up just inside the forward 50 for Mount Eliza.
I assume you would have gone out in the ground, AJ. Which way is the wind actually going? Because both ways the ball seems to be carrying a fair distance.
Yeah, it's coming across towards us a bit. So it's that, towards from the scoreboard over towards the van. So it's not really discouraging any way in any certain form, but it's more coming across the ground. As Sutton clears this for Frankston, he's just hacked out to the wing there. Mount Eliza do the defending. They pick up. They head it out to Scagliarini there on his own. He's going to go inside 50 with a low chiseler. And taking the mark there is Nick McKinnon for Mount Eliza, who will have a shot on goal.
This is the opening goal of the 2022 season, and Mount Eliza haven't scored so far, and an opportunity here for a goal kick into the Warella drive into the ground in the opening quarter.
So they want to be going at the left goalpost here, Vossi.
40 metres out, has the shot. It's a high kick, and it absolutely got caught up in the wind there. It is faded towards the right pocket and out of bounds on the full. So you'd think, being the home ground, they should know that the conditions better. That was a poor kick. Short pass in, mark taken there for Frankston at the back pocket now. Short pass, and the mark has been taken on this occasion by Garrett, who's got it between full-back and centre-half back. He's looking to go out towards the broadcast wing. Goes towards Haratuku. Couldn't take the mark. He was out of the contest. Taken on this occasion. It was a good tackle applied now for Mount Eliza, trying to charge through. The umpire might give a free kick. No, not to be. Thought there might have been maybe an in-the-back decision there on the Mount Eliza player there in Roland DBS, but not to be. And once again, the umpire calls for a ball up as it goes towards the quick kick towards half forward. That's taken on this occasion for the Frankston Bombers, and they will clear from left half back.
That's just hit down the line. Tennant, Haratuku go to battle. Hacked forward from Wishart. Taking the mark there is Braden Nelms, who's had a few early touches. They've come out wide. Mount Eliza smothered by the Frankston Bombers team. Bias tries to take on the tackle. Harnett gets the handball off to Bedford, and he gets the ball back. And that's taken by Sam Pickers there on the back flank for the Frankston Bombers. As Haratuku leads up the middle of the ground, he's got it at this back square in the Bombers' defensive 50. Looks like he's just going to go long and strong, looking for a target down there. And it's spoiled away. Mount Eliza just rebound wide.
They kick up to the wing looking for young Morney out there on the centre wing. He gets a little handball away. A little scrappy to start, Vossi.
It's round one, AJ. What do you expect? To be honest, it's you expect two high quality sides, two sides that'll be up there, but it's round one. We can't emphasise it, I suppose, enough.
Wishard's got it on the outer wing along the boundary line, looking there for Mark Slogan, who's drifted forward once again on the ground. A little battle there. Mount Eliza get the kick away from there, back 50. Bailey Breen, a little fake there. They've got plenty of space here, Mount Eliza. They'll drive it long into the forward 50. That's a great mark there from Sam Pickers in the back 20 metre mark. So the umpire's called the time off there.
So still one behind. Players yet to score in favour of the Bombers. Very scrappy opening. Both sides not being able to find the polish needed early stages of this game. As a quick kick out towards Bedford at half-back. He's got it left half-back. 50 metres out from the goal. He's defending. Looking to come down the broadcast wing, and he does. He goes towards the centre wing. No mark taken. Tennant at the back. Good tackle applied there. I think that's by Haratuku, and it is. The umpire says I'm going to ball it up.
Good to see Jared Grant one out, Bossy, especially in these conditions. Jake Batchelor looks like he's going to do a fair bit of the hitting up from the forward line.
I think he'd appreciate Haratuku being back, so not sure what the go is with Harry Grant at the moment, but Harry Pryor, I should say, but they certainly... I think Grant will appreciate being the second wheel as opposed to the main wheel down there. Sam Fox has got it on half-back.
He's had at least 10 already, Vossi.
He goes with a long kick, and that's almost out the full nut, just landed inside the field of play. And I've known the umpires for a lot of years, and I can tell you right now, I do not recognise any of these field umpires out there. It's a whole new bunch out there, AJ.
That's young Sammy Duell, the former Sereno cricketer. It's going to be a boundary throw-in on the forward 50 for Frankston Bombers. Young Burr just edges his opponent out there. It's slow on the ball. There's a contest on the ground. He's dived on the ball. It's going to be another ball up.
You can't do what Scaglarini just did then. He just came in and just sat on the Frankston players back in Charlie Burr. So you can't do that.
Burr and Spur. As we see a free kick to Bailey Breen. He switches the play. It's Braden Nelms. He's had a fair bit of it early. Goes inboard to Tennant. Back to Bailey Breen. The run from Mount Eliza's been good early. Driving it inside sword 50. As the pack forms. Pickers leaves the ball behind. As Mount Eliza have a shot there. And they get the first goal on the board. The traditional Premier Homes scoreboard.
So 1 straight 6 plays, 1 behind, and that goal was kicked by Tom Small.
He's gone forward. It was a great crumbing goal, wasn't it, Vossi?
Well, he ever the opportunist, but also kick the ball along the ground, take the wind out of it, because they've had a couple of shots early and they've just not been able to find the right spot to start the ball, but managed to get the first goal on the board for 2022 as the ball comes back to the middle.
Big move, Haratuku into the middle. They need that. They've been getting absolutely destroyed in the ruck, Frankston Bombers.
Yeah, and Jared
You can already see that the Mount Eliza ruckman wouldn't even contest against him.
Oh, he's a massive body out there. Jared Grant's at centre half forward, so he's just coming out to try and get his hands on the football. He's had the one touch. He kicked the point for Frankston. Of course, Fox has got it. That's probably number 11 for him as the short pass comes inside, attacking 50, out towards the... Well, between half forward and forward pocket, the ball is over the line for a boundary throw-in.
I actually think Haratuku will be much better suited in the ruck today. I don't think it's not a great day for the forwards with the ball swirling around.
We talked about dominating ruckman, and he's got the massive body at the moment, and he is certainly one of the top 2 or 3 that started this game already in terms of performance. Quick kick out towards centre wing, taken in from Mount Eliza. Quick kick towards half forward, going up, not taking the mark, but the ball comes down. An opportunity there for Hammond. He lost control, diving in there, trying to get the ball out on this occasion, and only goes as far as the Frankston Bombers player in Charles. He was tackled. Play on, says the umpire. Advantage pay, kick to half forward. mark is taken by Tom Small, the goal kicker. He goes over the top, mark taken by Harrison Scott, who will kick from the right forward pocket. He'll kick from about 40 metres out from goal. And I'd suggest here, try and just aim it maybe towards the far goal post and maybe bring it back. That's what I'd be suggesting. Let's see whether or not he can put the second goal on the board here for the Mounties. This will be a good start for them. It's going to be a low-scoring game, you would think. He has the shot, and yep, right idea. So I've had a stroke, but I'll tell you what, I could still manage to pick the wind out there, AJ. It was certainly aimed at the wrong spot. Needs to be at that left goal post.
Absolutely, Vossi. This Pickers is going to bring the ball in for Frankston Bombers. I think it's going to be a day of playing on and going long as he does just that. He comes towards the commentary side of things, right to the wing already. There's two Frankston Bombers there. Max Corbin just escorts that over the boundary line, and we're on the closest wing here, the clubroom side, with one kick, Vossi.
Yep, for sure. Yeah, okay.
Seaford against Langwarrin are 2 goals to 1 point already.
I'm suggesting they've probably got a prevailing wind in the first quarter there, AJ.
Absolutely. As Haratuku is already dominating in the ruck. He's been in 3 contests and won them easily there. As Mark Logan does the tackling. Dale Sutton is just lined up. Young Bailey Breen there. And he's holding the ball. Eliza will get the free kick. On the forward line, Tom Small has been in absolutely everything from Eliza so far. Young Max Morney's just come on the ground, just over his head, a little finger tipper as the ball is escorted out. Alex Harnett just says, how you going to young Morney?
So Mount Eliza 1 goal, 1-7. Frankston Bombers are 1 behind. Premier Traditional Home scoreboard as the ball comes back into play. It overrides Haratuku in the ruck there as the ball is still on the ground 50 metres out from the Mount Eliza goal. And the umpire says, I'm going to ball it up. Mount Eliza going to the right-hand end of your radio dial in the opening quarter, which is the Warella Drive end. And Frankston going down to the I suppose the sporting complex here where the new ovals are down there. This is a massive complex now, AJ. It's like 5 grounds. I think it's still growing.
Absolutely. Haratuku gets the tap out easily. It's going to be balled up again. Very contested game so far, but we can see that Harnett, Sutton, Fox for Bombers have had plenty of the ball. Tom Small, Bailey Breen and Braden Nellums very lively early from Mount Eliza. As Haratuku and Morney do the ruck work. Big tackle there by Tom Small on the Bombers player in Mitchell Charles. It's thrown up again. Morney, big run up to get over Haratuku. He can't body him. He's given away the free kick. You can already see once Haratuku's gone into the ruck, they're really thinking about that. The Mount Eliza players.
How fit does he look at the moment?
He's a big boy. It's a kick out here towards the wing side. Thomas Kelly doing the roving for Mount Eliza. As they handball back, it's back to Tom Kelly. They've got almost gone back into the defensive 50. That's just hacked forward. Max Corbin there for Bombers drops the mark, and that's hacked towards the cricket field, the cricket pitch, Vossi. James Hammond has got the ball inside 50. Little Chisler. It's punched away inside 50. And that's just a hack kick. They didn't see Bedford. He didn't lower his eyes. Yeah, the Frankston Bombers defender. And Jason Bedford just escorts that out to the boundary line. A little bit of panic there, Vossi, I think, from the Bombers defenders.
Guys, just a quick little update for you in the AFLW. Our score updates for Traditional Premier Homes into the 4th quarter. The Melbourne Demons 5-2-32, 10 points up on the Brisbane Lions women in that AFL preliminary final.
You would suggest that Melbourne are going to win that one. I was just going to say Jason Bedford, son of a gun he is, son of Rob, of course. The great Robbie Bedford, what a player in local. He played footy, of course, at Coringal, but what a cricketer he was.
Great tackle by Alex Harnett, Vossi.
He is a player that He had about 45, as I mentioned, against YCW last year and absolutely destroyed him. So if they don't get enough time into him, he can certainly cause some damage. Now, Jared Grant out of that contest. I didn't really see the contact there, but he's got a free kick, and he'll kick close to 50 metres, and he will go back, and he had a kick from probably the right side a little bit. He's now kicking from just off centre, but still pretty straight, so minimal angle. So interesting to see what happens with this kick and see which side he aims at. This for Frankston's first goal.
That's a great kick from Gary.
Oh, wow. I was about to say what a kick that was. And that was aimed straight at the point post, and that's just swung back.
Yeah, he's thought through that very well, Jared Grant. He gets one early on the border. We spoke about it on the footy show and earlier in the pre-game, Bossy, that to get his confidence on the board, I like the fact that he's playing one out with, Batchelor down there, but Harutuku going into the ruck, and they've been so dominant once he's done that.
Yeah, look, I'd probably go the other way. I'd probably say have a ruckman in there, have Harutuku maybe splitting the ruck duties a little bit, and maybe Jared Grant being the second wheel down there, but certainly played enough football for him to certainly handle being the number one cog down there. As a quick kick forward for Mount Eliza out of the centre contest by Bain towards half forward. No mark taken. It's loose at half forward. Well done by Bailey. Breen goes in short, and the mark has been taken directly in front of goal. 45 metres out. It's taken by Lachlan Williams, who I think, dare I say it, is related to Lloyd somewhere along the line.
Okay. Grandson, maybe.
Yeah, I think it's something like that, because I'm pretty sure he got a best on ground last year in a game we did down at Rosebud last year. So he has the shot, and he aims that left post, but it's just going to hold up a little bit. Cough the pack. Mount Eliza get the goal, and they've kicked 2 goals, all from a combined total of about 9 metres, Mount Eliza. Frankston haven't been defending it all well when the ball comes off the pack there, AJ. Mount Eliza get their second goal.
Yeah, both of them have been just crumbs out of nowhere, Vossi. And they've read the ball well off the pack, and that was the ruckman in Max Morney there doing the crumbing work off the ground. And that's the sort of day I think it's going to be, and that's why I like Harutuku sort of in the ruck for the majority of the time, and you can afford to just have Batchelor crashing the pack forward, because I think it's just so important getting that first clearance. And you can see already that once he's out of there, Mount Eliza are on top.
So the man they affectionately call Rowdy, and Ryan Marks Logan, he goes towards half forward. And the mark has been taken there, and it's taken, I think that's by Tennant there at half back. So he'll go back and try and set things up. He switches play out towards the wing side, but half back flank goes in short is the kick. Mark taken there for Frankston. They can load up once again. They've got Batchelor in short. They go longer than that. They go towards the big fella down there. He takes the mark. And that is Big Khan down there who takes the mark. He'll kick from about 35 metres out from goal, Big Khan Harutuku. And this to answer the goal from Mount Eliza from Morney just only a minute or so ago.
He read the ball really well in the air there, Vossi. He stayed back. The 2 Mount Eliza defenders charged at the footy, and he stayed back and read the drop of the ball, and he's taken the mark, and he'll line up on a slight angle, but well within his distance.
You'd back him in from here. He has the shot. It's a low kick. The umpire's lost his hat then, but that's a goal, and he took the wind right out of that. He just go, I'm going to aim for the middle, and it stayed there. Beautiful kick by Khan Harutuku, and Mount Eliza 2-1-13, and so are the Frankston Bombers, and that is on the Premier Traditional Home scoreboard. This is MPNFL football, and we are live here at Emil Madsen Reserve. And boy, oh boy, it's great to be back live after 238 days.
Yeah, absolutely, Vossi. In the Batchelor World Mornington match of the day here. It's a pretty even contest, 2-1-13 each. Played nearly 18 minutes. And we still are tied.
We are, and these two sides are going to be very close on the ladder come the end of the year, and I know this is only the first game, but you'd expect they'll both be in that top 4 like they were last year.
Mount Eliza have thrown Andrew Wright into the ruck against young Burt. It looks like Mount Eliza have got the clearance through Scagliarini. He's just thrown the ball on the boot inside 50, and that rolls out. about 25 metres out in the boundary line there for the Mount Eliza Redlegs.
Good crowd in attendance this afternoon. Expecting a bit of rain this afternoon. Let's hope that we just got the overcast but not the rain coming in throughout the afternoon as the ball comes back into play. Still inside the Mount Eliza attacking 50, but it's taken away by Harnett for the Bombers. He goes towards the centre of the ground. Its mark has dropped, and now the opportunity now for the Bombers to go forward. It's a turnover created, a kick towards half forward. It goes straight through the waiting hands here of the player in Jackson Burr. Ball still on the ground inside the Frankston attacking 50. I think that might have been Smaller, got the ball out, but Burr around the corner with the kick. He goes across the face and he goes through for a behind. 2-2-14 Bombers, 2-1-13 Mount Eliza. And great start to Seaford, AJ.
Another goal, 18-3. Up and about at RF Miles Reserve, the Tigers, who we had sliding, Bossy.
Maybe Seaford will get there, and if they win today, they'll be going, well, we know nothing, but that's all right. They were a good side last year. They lost a bit of quality though this year, but they're up against what we think is the best this year in round one.
Declan Cole taking that mark in the defensive half of the ground for Mount Eliza. As young Burt just throws it on the boot inside the corridor. Pretty risky, but he's going to get away with it. They're going to get a stoppage. Needed to just lower the eyes there. They had Harnett and another Bomber out by themselves. Burt up against Jordan Rouse in the ruck. Harnett applies a strong tackle to Finley Bain. And we'll get another ball up here. Close to the commentary box here, Vossi. Coach's box for Mount Eliza. Not far away. The umpire throws the ball up. It's a pretty equal contest there for the ruck.
That was out in the pool. We're right on that, and I reckon that hit the Mount Eliza player's foot there in Jordan Rouse, and that went straight off his foot and straight over. That did not bounce. We were a bit closer to what the boundary umpire was, though, and we do need umpires, so we're not going to cast too many aspersions on them as the kick goes towards half forward from Mount Eliza from the boundary throw-in. It's taken here by Breen for the Mount Eliza side. He lost control, trying to get the ball out there as Burr. He got the ball out towards Harnett, who gets the hand pass over the top. He's looking there for a teammate there in Corbin. The ball goes past him, still on the ground, and the umpire has said it is a ball up right in front of where Bo Mustard and the Frankston interchange bench is. Score on the Premier Traditional Home scoreboard is Frankston Bombers 2-2-14 and Mount Eliza 2-1-13, and we're late in the first quarter.
Not only has Alex Harnett had about 12 disposals, Vossi is also probably had about 12 tackles as well. He's leading from the front, new skipper for the Bombers. As the ball's thrown up. It's just another contest. It's hacked away. And we'll get another ball in. The 50-metre mark. The attacking side for Frankston Bombers.
It was one of those ones that sort of played games and then he missed a few because he had like VFL duties and stuff like that. But with him playing the kind of football he played against YCW last year, lead from the front, absolutely great move by the Bombers having in captain.
And he's just given away a free kick there, Alex Harnett. They've sucked him in.
You give
rolling the ice. Just sucked him right in. And that's gone deep inside the Mount Eliza 50, and that is a huge contested mark. There's a few of the players just remonstrate.
A contender for the Bridgestone Select Mornings mark of the day.
Lockie Williams again, Vossi. He's been lively early in the forward 50.
Now, Kenny Atone, he probably had a shot from about maybe 7 or 8 metres further out. He's inside attacking 50. The siren has gone. So this for the lead at quarter time. Left goal post just outside. Has the shot. And he kicks the goal. And Mount Eliza with that goal lead by 5 points at quarter time. 3-1-19, Bombers 2-2-14. That's on the Premier Traditional Home scoreboard. And you're listening to RPP FM, the voice of Peninsula football.
Here at Bridgestone Select, it's our job to keep you moving with the right advice.
A great range of products and service you can count on. So when it comes to tyres, when it comes to auto care,
come to Bridgestone Select, the service that moves you.
Bridgestone Select Mornington, the station sponsor. Jones Lapino Real Estate, located on Wilson's Road, are Mornington Peninsula's boutique real estate professionals, offering premium service in sale.
Yeah, but you can deviate a little bit from what you're doing. You've just got to think your way through at times. And we're just about to start the second quarter here at the Emil Madsen Reserve, and it's a 5-point lead to Mount Eliza, 3-1-19. Bombers are 2 goals to 14. Premier Traditional Home scoreboard as we're underway to start the second quarter. Ball knocked down towards Finlay Bain. He overran the ball, and the umpire says, I'm going to ball it up, with Charlie Burr, the man in there, to apply the pressure to stop Bain from getting a quick kick away. Now ball knocked forward there by Sutton towards half forward. It comes to the back. It's picked up by Bedford. What can he do? He lost the open spaces there, Jason Bedford. He lost control. Dale Sutton did as well. Now an opportunity for Bain. He goes in short. That's a good mark taken. Right in front of where Steve Braddle's sitting this afternoon. That is taken by Andrew Wright. He goes towards centre half forward. Pack of players. Ball on the ground. A chance now for the Bombers to clear. Harnett's got it. He gets the ball out. Now quick kick up the side, and that is out of bounds on the full. That was poor, because they had a little bit more time than they thought, AJ.
Yeah, just threw it on the boot, and the Redlegs will have another chance to go deep inside 50 here through Braden Nelms, who's had plenty of the ball. It's just gone in the left forward pocket, and it's a big towering mark down there from Ryan Marks Logan, who's been pretty prominent early. He looks to switch, and the umpire's going to call him back to go across his mark.
Seaford up by 11 points, 3-2-20. Lang, we're on 139.
Mark Logan will come towards the commentary box after being told to go back across his mark. Haratuku, the target, 10 and over the back with a big spoil. And that is holding the ball against Finlay Bain, just trying to do too much there. Big Haratuku getting the free kick. Jason Bedford here just to his right. He looks a bit more inboard. That goes towards the wing. It's probably a free kick to Mount Eliza there, but not paid. Alex Harnett getting the ball again, going back to Haratuku. Nelms has got it on his left foot. He's just thrown the ball on his foot, and that is gone out on the full. Frankston Bombers will reload.
He was the meat and the sandwich there, Braden Nelms, and he managed to get through. But I'll tell you what, there was a poor kick, and a couple of poor kicks to start this quarter from both sides to kick out of bounds on the full. So short pass, that's cut off there for Mount Eliza. Bailey Breen, he's been good actually also for the Redlegs early. Taken by Hammond, a quick kick towards full forward. It's going to be cut off and marked in defence, and it's been marked by Dylan Garrett. He goes from the right back pocket. He's looking for options. He's going to switch play in towards the goal square. The mark has been taken, and they can go out towards the half back line. Mark is taken on this occasion, and they can work their way down towards the, well, just outside the defensive 50, but they lost the ball there. The ball's gone over the line for a boundary throw. And still, same as we were at quarter time, it's Mount Eliza up by 5 points on the Premier Traditional Home scoreboard. 19 plays the Bombers 14.
Steve Braddle said take the high side, and that's what Frankston Bombers have tried to do there. The ruck contest down to Alex Harnett. He's tackled, gets the ball out. Dale Sutton starting to rack up plenty of numbers early, and that's just hacked towards the wing. Little give and go for Frankston Bombers. It's just thrown on the boot. Looking for Haratuku there. He's everywhere at the moment. Jake Batchelor just kicks it off the ground into Jared Grant. And as Jason Bedford's running down, but it's taken by the Frankston Bombers there, and that is a goal. They're saying touch the Mount Eliza players, but the umpire is giving it all clear.
No video review, AJ.
There is not. The goal kicker in Ditto Meni Cantonio. For the traditional Premier Homes. Another goal to Frankston Bombers, so 3-2-20 plays 3-1-19.
That is one of the longest surnames I've ever seen, that one.
It's a tongue twister. But Frankston Bombers have just been a little bit cleaner with the ball so far in the start of the second quarter, Vossi.
Jared Grant was good then. He was looking actually for Bedford, I think, but Didio Menicanantonio was the man who came in, pretty close, if nothing else there. He came in and ran straight onto the ball at full pace and just rather than having the set shot, just backed himself in to kick the goal. So long kick comes forward towards the half-forward area and the ball goes out of play for a boundary throw-in. Local MP, just watching the football there, just enjoying. Very good friend of RPP.
Just down to come and say hello to you, Vossi, I reckon. You bring in the big names.
It's just good to be back, AJ. It's good to be back.
Great to have you back, Vossi. Haratuku taps it out there down to Harnett. He tries to take on the player in there, and Tom Small, but he's locked up just in front of the Frankston Bombers coach's box. Close to the boundary line here. It's thrown up. It's a better contest from the man Eliza Ruckman there in Jordan Rouse, who's been good once he's gone in there. And we'll get another ball up. Tough contest so far. Haratuku and Rouse. Haratuku just wins it down. Looks for the runners. Nellums is pushed out the way by Sam Fox. He picks it up. Calling for a free kick of the Frankston Bombers players for in the back, but that is not given by umpire Duell. Another ball up. Haratuku and Rouse. Haratuku just monsters him. Looking for Alex Harnett to run onto the ball. Jake Batchelor has an air swing there on the right. Very scrappy. Tanner gets a handball. And that's just kicked away from Mount Eliza to awaiting Sam Fox. He's turned it over. No one's hitting targets at the moment. That's a front punt down to the wing area. Frankston Bombers just played as burrows his way through Marks Logan. Another contest. And there's two number 40s for Mount Eliza at the moment, I think, Vossi.
Well, there is, because there's the tall man thinking, hang on, that's not Andrew Wright out there.
So that's what I was just looking at. That's interesting to see.
I wonder, that wouldn't be Bailey Welsh by any chance, would it? Because we haven't seen an 88 out there so far. Could it be him?
It could be. And that's gone inside the Mount Eliza forward 50. Sam Drake tries to take on the players there, and that is holding the ball. Mount Eliza will have a shot just about 50 metres out on a slight angle. Players walking back pretty confidently in Finley Bain. He looks inside, lowers the eyes, and hits up a teammate there about 15 metres closer towards the goals. Slightly better angle. And Tom Small will line up for goal. Looking for Mount Eliza's fourth of the day on the traditional Premier Home scoreboard. He just rushed that, Fossey. He didn't look very confident coming in, and he's got a point, so it's 3-2-20 apiece. 7 minutes gone in the second quarter.
So the short pass comes in. The marker's taken in the right back pocket here for the Bombers. They're looking to come down the broadcast side of the ground. One bounce, runs to defensive 50 and a high kick, and that'll almost flat out the full, and it does. It does. So what have we got here? Bomb Beach are up by 29 points by the look of it there, AJ.
Yeah, I like Bomb Beach. I picked them for the flag this year. That's hacked towards forward 50 from Antonio Mount Eliza. Frankston Bombers have taken the intercept mark. Heading towards Aswin Connor Morgan. He's taken the mark just in front of the Mount Eliza coach's box. I'm sure they'll be giving some opinions there. Left foot up, goes inboard, looking for Mark Logan and Tennant. Mark Logan gets the ball. Now it's Alex Harnett who throws the ball on the bird quickly. And there's Sam Fox trying to take on his opponent there. Gets caught, and that's out of bounds. Jared Grant just sees his opponent into the fence. We'll get another throw in about 15 metres out. Slight angle. Probably about 25, sorry, Vossi, I reckon.
Game's certainly here to be grabbed by the scruff of the neck by one side or the other here. Can the Bombers put some pressure on and Keep the ball down there at the moment. Ball knocked down. And diving on top of the ball there was the player, I think it was Burr. It was, in fact. Jackson Burr, it was, just hands the ball back to the umpire, and another ball up to take place, smothered off the boot. Trying to take the ball in midair, but not to be. A hand pass out, and it's taken there on this occasion by Scaglarini. It was out towards half-back. Mark taken by Ryan Marks Logan. Quiet as a mouse, this man. They call him Rowdy.
He certainly hasn't been quiet on the stat sheet so far.
He's been very good. That was a kick inside attacking 50, and that is a mark. And the mark has been taken for the Frankston Bombers, and it's been taken by Max Corbin, who'll kick from 40 metres out directly in front. This for a 1-goal lead.
Corbin just about had his head taken off by Tennant, trying to get the spoil in there. And that is out on the full again. Players aren't having too much luck heading towards the Warrella drive end for goal, Vossi.
Seaford 4-3-27, Langwarren 2-4-16.
We heard Stephen Bradle wanting the players to take the high side, as they do here. Antonio gets the ball, takes a bounce, looks to clear the defensive 50 with a big roost down centre wing. Big contest there. Good man, Eliza have got the runners just off the ground. Hack forward. Out towards the forward 50 for Mount Eliza as that trickles out over the line, and we'll get another throw in. Burr and Rouse will do the ruck work again. Rouse has been good in there. Pretty even contest. It's one down. Mount Eliza, Bailey Breen just getting the handball out there to Hammond. Scrappy again, Scaglarini looking to get on his dominant side. Heads inside 50, and the mark has been taken by... I reckon that's our man that might have changed his jumper, Vossi.
Well, you could be onto something there. We've had two number 40s, and now we've got a number 54 out there. This for a 1-goal lead for the Redlegs. That is
one
missed.
late.
He aimed that, I reckon, probably 3 metres right, and that's come back and it's missed probably 2 metres left. So 3-3-21 Mount Eliza, 3-2-20 the Frankston Bombers. We've played 12 minutes in the second corner. That's on the Premier Traditional Home scoreboard as the Bombers looking to clear from full-back. They go out towards half-back. Ball to be loaded back in. Quick kick by Scaglarini towards half-forward. Bounce of the ball. Not to be on that occasion for the Mounties. They still try and get the ball out to a free man. They just got the Bombers at every turn. Wherever they put the ball, there's a Bombers player there waiting. Hand pass. Not a good one. Free kick. That is holding the ball, or throw of the ball, and the free kick will go to the Bombers at half-back, and they'll clear.
Bombers are going to have to switch here through Bedford. Mount Eliza had players down the line. Bit risky. Kick doesn't hit the target. Looks like it's going to be another stoppage just in the centre square in the Mount Eliza attacking side. Haratuku looks like he's going to put himself into the ruck against Young Morney, so it looks like when Haratuku's in, he'll go in. Pretty scrappy. Marks Logan just gets the clearing handball. Sutton wrapped up. Looks to have taken the player on. Oh, he's won a free kick for over the shoulder. I think he was pretty lucky there. Went to take the player on there. Haratuku, sweeping handball. Out towards the wing. Sloppy kick.
We've got a 38 AJ out there as well.
Playing funny buggers with a Vossi, I think. As Haratuku takes that defensive mark.
Typical round one scenario, I think.
So Haratuku's looking for the switch, but his skills are good enough to do. He's gone inboard to Dale Sutton with those socks up to his knees. Sutton then goes wide out to Jason Kingsbury, who's been a bit quiet so far. He looks down the line to young Burr. That's Jackson Burr. Shane Tennant on the mark. He's just popped the ball up. Nearly sold his teammate into a bit of trouble there. Frankston looking to go inside 50 in the attacking half. That's bombed into the square. Contest down there deep in the forward 50 for the Bombers. Man Eliza are going to get the ball out, and they've just hacked the ball from their defensive 50. Heard a bloke just sneak on through the interchange there, Vossi, and he ends up with the ball. Gone into Sam Morney inside. Or Scagliani does a little step to get away from trouble. Seth Harris taking the intercept mark there. He goes wide, looking for Mark Slogan. And it looks like there's going to be a bit of a dust-up here, Vossi.
Get over to him!
Kingsbury there, and one of the big boys from Eliza having a how do you do. That's a great tackle from Jason Kingsbury. Ball on the ground. Sam Fox, left-hand handball. Pretty big tackle there from Mount Eliza. The heat's just starting to rise up here, Vossi. Oh, the Frankston Bombers player just ran under the ball there. Into the forward 50 for Mount Eliza. Great tackle from Garrett. They're still looking likely to score here. Mount Eliza, sweeping handball. Oh, in a bit of trouble. Sells his mate into a bit of trouble there. Drake tries to run through, puts his hands up, saying he doesn't have the ball. We're going to get a stoppage. 50 metres out in the Mount Eliza attacking forward 50, Vossi. The heat has gone up. There's a bit of feeling in the game now.
Oh, absolutely. It's football season. Just quickly, Victoria in the cricket, they're playing the Sheffield Shield final against WA. Victoria are 3 for 227, chasing the 386. They've got about 16 overs to go to try and get what bonus points they can if the match is drawn. Obviously 100 overs. Victoria at this stage, any 0.01 over 200 runs you allocate as a bonus point. They've only conceded 3 wickets, which is really good for them as well.
As the ball's on the far wing, Vossi. Nice and tightly contested ball. And that looks like dropping the ball. But no, the umpires play on. Harituku just throws the ball on the boot. Ball goes about 70 metres in the air. And there's a free kick to Jared Grant against the Mount Eliza player there in Shane Tennant.
It's running towards the bench, and I've been thinking, it's actually not Bedford in fact, the Frankston Bombers player running towards the bench, and I just wonder whether or not he might have been better off just staying out there, because he could have really created the loose man there at half forward and maybe run into an open goal with a kick to him.
As Frankston Bombers just get a conceded rush behind on the traditional Premier Home scoreboard, all locked back up, 3-3, 21 apiece, 16, nearly 17 minutes gone. Shane Tennant takes the mark, straight up the guts. Nelms just comes on from the interchange bench looking to get a cheap ball there. They just didn't see him. Jason Bedford's his opponent there. He's now seen him. This has gone down the far side. Harituku looks to split the pack. The Frankston Bombers go inside 50 again, but all alone, Shane Tennant. He's just gobbled him up, hasn't he, Vossi, across that centre half back line.
He's one of the.
Oh, that's an ordinary kick intercepted by Jason Bedford. Bedford looks inside forward 50, looking for Jared Grant, but that's been cut off from Sam Morney. And a 50-metre penalty is being conceded from the Frankston Bombers. Is that to take them just up at the centre square? Morney gets on his bike and goes quickly. Puts that inside forward 50. Contest there. Young Finley Bain looking to hit a target in Tom Small. He's just gone inboard. Harituku looking to crash the pack again. The ball's just fallen to Jason Bedford there at the back of the pack. Hasn't got many options here. Has to hit something. But he's been put down. There's going to be a downfield free kick. Alex Harnett to take the free kick here. He's gone inboard. Dale Sutton just sitting there all on his lonesome. He looks to go. Goes down towards Jaron Grant, a 3-on-1, who looks to take a Bridgestone Select Mornington mark of the day. As Jared Grant is just taken
Nathan Scagliarini out in front of the Frankston Bombers bench. As Declan Cole has the ball. Finley Bain in the middle of the ground here at Mount Eliza. Goes towards his player there, the forward 50. Locked in. Should be a free kick there to Mount Eliza, not given. Another scrappy ball. Seth Harris just doing the clearing there. Frankston Bombers are just holding the ball up. A little chip kick to Jake Batchelor, who's been pretty unseen today, Vossi. You wouldn't even have known he was out there until then. Max Corbin taking the mark on the far wing. He's looking inboard. He's going to probably have to go down the line. And that's just gone to another 2-on-1 for Jared Grant, who makes a contest. As Mount Eliza go on the charge again. And he's just kicked into the back of his teammate's head there. And he's given a free kick away here. Not too sure what for, but the recipient will be Dale Sutton. As Frankston go inside forward 50. And that's a great mark from Sam Fox. Just climbing over the pack there.
Bridgestone Select Mornington mark of the day, that one. Third in line, Sam Fox, and he took a very good mark, but can he finish off? There's only been the one goal scored in 21 minutes this quarter. It was scored by the Bombers. It was scored, well, let's just call him Double D. He's
Daniel Ditto. We'll go with Ditto.
Yeah, Ditto or Double D, so if you hear him say that, you know who we're talking about.
Undies are hanging out.
Fox has a shot. And Sam Fox just misses. So they're in front by that point. 3-4-22 plays 3-3-21. The margin is, as I said, 1 point, and we've played 21 minutes on the Premier Traditional Home scoreboard as Mount Eliza look to bring the ball back into play. Finlay Bain takes the mark. He is between fullback and centre halfback. He goes in short, he's looking there for Nelms, but he left it for Tennant. Now he gets it to Nelms. He plays on with a bounce. He goes to the high floating kick towards half forward. No mark taken. Ball at the back. They've got the opportunity here. They've got the ball inside their attacking 50. It's got to find the loose man now. A quick kick around the corner towards centre half forward. They come from both directions. Players showed courage there. The ball is going to be given as a free kick here to Frankston for holding the ball. And the free kick is going to go to Dylan Darrett, who can clear down towards the centre wing, and the mark has been taken and they can go forward.
As Haratuku takes the mark on the centre wing. Been the most likely in the air for both sides. And he just chips over the top. Thinking Max Corbin taking the mark. He just slows the ball down. Goes in short, looking for Alex Harnett. Just at the forward 50 mark. Misses the target. Mount Eliza looking likely to skate the D50, but no. A little intercept there from Frankston Bombers. Harnett again. He's looking for a free kick. Looking for one in the back. It's not given. The umpire's going to pay a holding the man free kick. To the thankfulness of the Frankston Bombers supporters out there on the back of the ute, Vossi. They were pretty happy with that one.
Yeah, well, they've only kicked the one goal this quarter. They've got the opportunity to take a lead, and any sort of lead on a day like this, AJ, if you get a couple of goals in front, you'd be grateful of that, because it's round one, it's hard and it's scrappy, and both sides just not clean at the moment with their disposal.
That looks like a better kick. No, the umpires called it a point. The crowd and the players are pretty happy with it. Frankston Bombers move on to 3-5-23. Mount Eliza 3-3-21 on the traditional Premier Home scoreboard. We're already at the centre wing with a kick in. Sam Drake with the ball. Young Burr. Young Ruckman gets it to Haratuku. He looks wider. Looks going to be intercepted. No. Young Burr gets the ball back. Tries to take on his opponent. Haratuku tries to buzz through. Sam Drake. A long kick inside 50. Looking for a Bombers target. It's just smashed away from Mount Eliza. And Jared Grant. Oh, he's going to concede a free kick? No. Oh, the umpires paid it for a bit of a retaliation. So Jared Grant's got the ball just in front of the Frankston Bombers coach's box. As we can see, Max Morney just walk off in front of us, heading towards the rooms already. So we'll have to get an injury report from Mount Eliza on that one. These are the ones that Jared Grant will probably kick, Vossi.
Real estate on the peninsula.
No. Always look pretty thin.
Doesn't do enough.
Stingray.
Just as the man Eliza faithful have a few words for Jared Grant. 3-6-24 plays man Eliza 3-3-21. Just the one goal scored this quarter. And it's been trapped on that high side for this quarter, Vossi. That's thrown on the... Oh, there's Jared Grant plays for a free there, but the siren beats him. I don't think anyone really knew what was going on there. They were a little bit nervous, the Mount Eliza crowd, thinking that they were going to pay another free kick to Jared Grant.
Mumbles. Super. Keep going. Really good. Yeah, it's hot.
Just as the umpires have a little word to young Jordan Rouse. Bo Mustin just giving a few words of encouragement as well. But 3-6-24, Frankston Bombers plays Mount Eliza 3-3-21 on the traditional Premier Homes scoreboard. Vossi, tough quarter.
Yeah, it is a tough quarter actually. Bombers only kicked the one goal that quarter. The only goal that was kicked, and it was kicked by Daniel Didomini-Cantonio, double D. Yeah, look, Bombers probably should be a little bit further in front. They've missed a couple they probably should have kicked. In saying that though, it's played between two good sides, and they're finding conditions hard at the moment. I think the conditions are probably a little bit harder than what we find in here. I think that wind is probably playing a little bit more havoc, AJ, than what it is, what it seems to be anyhow. So they're the two right now, probably leaning maybe towards Lockie with that mark.
As umpire Duell holds the ball aloft, start the third quarter here at Mount Eliza. Ball in the air. Youngberg gets the tap out. Sutton looking to get a clearance. He's just dumped. The small is tackled. Gets the handball away though still. Sam Fox on the left. Dishes it out. Mount Eliza able to get a clearing kick down towards the forward 50. Good rebounding from Bombers there. Jason Kingsbury's been pretty quiet, as we've said. Just handballed in front of himself, and that's gone out over the line for a throw-in.
First goal huge to start this second half. If Bombers can get it, they'll be a goal and a bit in front. If Mount Eliza get it, obviously they hit the front with that goal. So Mount Eliza still without a goal since the opening quarter. In fact, they kicked a goal right on the quarter time siren. Fox with the pressure, but Bain ended up getting it now. Hand pass over the top to Skate-Lorini. 3 bounces and he runs to half forward and he goes with a floating kick towards the pocket and it will bounce in and now be taken over the line there by Charles, over the line for a boundary throw-in. Right near the Mount Eliza goal, about 20 metres or so out from goal. And right forward pocket is the ball down at the Ruralla drive into the ground in the second half, the third quarter, as the ball comes back into play. Taken out of the ruck contest. Quick kick for the Frankston side is marked by Skate-Lorini. Played on. He should have nailed him there. The Bombers player should have nailed him and he didn't. And he let him get away. Now the short pass goes in towards the pocket and has gone over the line once again. In fact, no, it's 8 in the full. Should have nailed Skate-Lorini there because he definitely played on. And then he realised he played on and realised he'd made a mistake, but the Bombers didn't make him pay for it.
You see Mount Eliza been stuck on this side of the ground. They should know a lot.
Oh, that's the mark. That's the mark at this stage, AJ.
Absolutely, as Grant goes long down towards RD2 in a one-on-one. He picks up the crumb, he slips the tackle, handballs it up to Jason Kingsbury, who gets it on the boot, down in front of William Wishart. His Tennant just tries to run through, and he's kicked it out on the full, Tennant.
The Bridgestone Select mark, Mornington mark of the day, Jared Grant. That's going to take a lot of beating, I think.
Absolutely, there's Wishart here. He's put on an angle about 40 metres out, right on the boundary in the left forward pocket. The cricket club end. As his attempt on goal looks pretty good. Spoiled through. No. It looks like Dale Sutton's just got a kick on it off the ground.
and he's picked up the first goal after the halftime break. As we see the Premier Traditional Home scoreboard, Frankston Bombers 4-6-30 to Mount Eliza 3-3-21.
So a goal inside 3 minutes to start the second half here for the Bombers, and a good start to the quarter by them. And that was a beautiful mark by Grant, and just jumped up and all of a sudden they took the mark at half back and they took it all the way down the other end and scored a goal. So maybe a bit of a different role to try and kickstart Jared Grant's season. As the ball is picked up there for Frankston, kick towards Batchelor at half forward. It's taken by Kingsbury. Under the tackle, gets a hand pass now. Quick kick by Batchelor. Inside attacking 50 towards full forward. A hand pass to Grant was too much for him. The ball goes over the top, but big Haratuku gets in there and tries to get the ball out. Still inside the attacking 50. Batchelor rolls over his opponent. The umpire says, I'm going to ball it up. Centre half forward, 50 metres out from the Bombers' goal lead by 9 points in the match of the day. The Battery World match of the day, 4-6-30, plays 3-3-21.
Haratuku battles it out in the ruck. He gets the tap out. Alex Harnett gets the crumbs. Gets a 1-2. Sends it wide as young Braden Nelms takes the defensive mark. He gets the ball going pretty quickly. It's out to the wing. Scagliani there. He goes looking inboard. That's a bit of a scrubby kick. Bailey Breen though. Nelms again. He's had plenty of the ball today. Just throw it on the boot. Intercept mark. Attempt there from Double D, but not able to get it. It's Mount Eliza go low inside forward 50 over the back to Sam Drake. He's in a bit of trouble if he doesn't get rid of it just in time. As the ball is out in the Mount Eliza forward pocket. Young Harrison Scott there playing for a free kick, not getting it, and the ball up.
I think Sam Drake thought he had all the time in the world there, and then he got virtually nailed, which enabled the ball to stay inside the attacking 50 here from Mount Eliza.
Oh, young Burr's taking the ball out of the ruck, and he's gone. Tom Small getting the free kick there. I think the big difference, Vossi, is the way that Frankston Bombers have switched the ball as Jason Bedford gets a defensive spoil. The ball's on the ground inside Mount Eliza's forward 50. Alex Harnett again. Young Burr just gets a rushed handball, puts his teammate under pressure. He steps, gets a defensive kick away. And Braden Nelms getting the kick again. He would almost be the leading disposal getter on the ground today, Vossi, as this has gone deep inside forward 50. Crumb from Mount Eliza, ball smothered. In tight. Alex Harnett again just gets a clearing kick on the ball, looking for Haratuku or Grant. Shane Tennant picks the ball up off the ground and he just throws the ball on the boot. Mount Eliza player there. Young Harrison Scott goes long, just missing for a behind. Mount Eliza 3-4-22. Frankston Bombers 4-6-30 on the Premier Traditional Home scoreboard. I think the difference, Vossi, is the way that Frankston Bombers have switched the ball. They haven't been caught here on the low side, and we heard Stephen Braddock want Mount Eliza to play on the high side, and they just haven't done it yet.
That's a poor kick, and the mark has been taken by Lachlan Williams, who has kicked one of Mount Eliza's 3 goals for the afternoon. He sets it up towards the top of the goal square. They need a mark down there. Off the hands of the Packer, snap and off target. And that's our second number 40 out there. Is that? No, that's not right. That's right's bigger than that. So that's our second number 40, AJ. So we're having an absolute ball here this afternoon.
I tell you what, there's plenty of numbers that aren't on our team sheets from last night, Vossi. Mount Eliza move on to 3-5-23. Frankston Bombers 4-6-30. As that's brought in, and that's a turnover on the forward 50 for Mount Eliza. The target out there was Garrett. It's gone over his head as the ball's gone to deep inside the Mount Eliza 50, but taking a great mark there is is young Pickus. It was, Vossi there. As Sutton has got the ball deep in the back line in front of the scoreboard. He looks to go long, heading towards Haratuku, who's been the main target so far. That's a great mark coming over the top from Khan Haratuku. He looks to turn onto his left and he goes bang inside forward 50, looking for Jake Batchelor, who's probably only had one or two touches. Harnett getting the crumbs, kicks the ball in front of Sam Fox if it sits for him, but no, that's out of bounds on the Frankston Bombers forward 50. Pretty much about 5 metres around from the point post. As we'll get another throw in deep inside the Frankston Bombers 50. Haratuku and Jordan Rouse to do the ruck work. It's a shallow throw in. Haratuku gets his hands on the ball. Braden Nelms again. Finley Bain getting the kick away. Looking for Scott out there. As Eliza come through the corridor. Jason Bedford looking to cut the ball off. He gets a hand on it. Picks the ball up. Looking for Pickers. He's been able to pick the ball up. He looks to go towards Alex Harnett, who's taking a great mark out in front. He rolls. Goes towards Jake Batchelor, who takes the mark just inside forward 50 on a slight angle, and he'll line up from about 45 metres out. And all his experience, Vossi, hopefully he'll read the win correctly and put it through for Frankston Bombers' 5th goal of the day.
Played a lot of defence when he was at Richmond. So can Jake Batchelor put the goal on the board, which will make the margin 13 points if he's successful. Now he's got to aim it close to the right-hand point post in the first half, maybe a little bit closer than that. He aims it right, he brings it back, but it's aimed at just a little bit too far there. The wind not as strong as what it was in the first half. And through for a behind. So 4-7-31 the Bombers, 3-5-23 Mount Eliza. We have played 10 minutes in the third quarter. That's on the Premier Traditional Home scoreboard as the long kick comes out towards centre wing. Williams went up, knocked the ball away from his opponent there, and that is over the line for a boundary throw-in.
He's been very lively, Lockie Williams, today, Vossi.
He's a good size and can jump and take a good mark, as we've seen already.
As the ball's thrown in, Haratuku and Rouse. Haratuku just too big and too strong, getting the ball down in front. As Harnett looks to pick it up, he's stepped by the Mount Eliza opponent. There's a 2-on-1. Ryan Marks Logan fumbles. Looks inside. Young DD just gets the kick long. Haratuku coming across and just smashing the pack up. Jared Grant looking to pick the ball up. He's just paddling that over the boundary line for another throw in deep inside the Frankston Bombers forward line. You can see the value of Khan Haratuku, Vossi, by just crashing packs when there's nothing happening.
Yeah, Mount Eliza don't have necessarily the a player that can sort of traditionally go one-on-one with him, because he's a very, very big man who's Khan.
I'll tell you what, I don't think many clubs do, Vossi.
Probably a fair point.
He certainly put his hand up for the best on grounds at Jones Lupino Real Estate best on ground. The umpire throws it up. About 35 out from goal for the Frankston Bombers. As the ball's just thrown around. And there's a little handball out in front of Max Corbin. He throws the ball on the boot, right to the line. Nelms just getting a defensive punch behind. He looks to get the ball back into play pretty quickly, but nothing on as yet. Go straight down the line, down the middle, sorry. Finds a teammate there in Declan Cole. He comes out, a really scrappy kick. Sam Fox does a sidestep and he nails the goal. Class above, Sam Fox.
You give a bloke like him a chance and he'll let you pay or make you pay every single time. So a good goal there by Sam Fox, and a now 15-point lead to Frankston, who scored the last 3 goals I should say in this game, and Mount Eliza haven't scored a goal since quarter time, so we're a quarter and a half without a goal for them. 15 points is the margin on the Premier Traditional Home scoreboard. It is 38-23.
We spoke about it just before about Haratuku's size, Vossi, and we mentioned that Mount Eliza just don't have anyone of that size or anyone close to it, and he's just dominating. And even when they go forward, Mount Eliza just don't have that presence at the moment. As Mark Slogan gets the ball in the D50, goes out to Pickers there on the wing. Hitting up there is Connor Morgan. On the left, comes back inside, middle of the ground.
Seapan and Langwarren, 4 goals, 6:30 each of 2.
And they're going to go wider here. Frankston Bombers out to Jared Grant. And he gets a quick handball off. The Bombers have just got their overlap going in this quarter, Vossi. This is deep down in the forward 50 for Frankston. And that'll be rushed through. Batchel looked like he was going to get his hands on that and take a really good pack mark.
That kick inside attacking 50, for mine, wasn't a real smart kick. Like, just basically gives the Mount Eliza players a chance to sort of to gang up down there and make sure that they can kill the ball, which they eventually did.
I think with a lot of the sides picking up big players this year, Vossi, that this might work against Mount Eliza this year. With you look through it, we spoke about it on the other night, that a lot of clubs have picked up ruckman and got big forwards, but at this current point, that looks to be the downfall of Mount Eliza. They've got the runners, but they don't have the big guys to compete. As Dale Sutton picks up the ball, tries to brush off a tackle. Tennant goes to lay a tackle. A shot on goal from Frankston Bombers, or hits the post.
It was an absolute mung off the boot too, but it managed to just about reach. It was Jackson Burr, in fact, who had that shot.
Frankston Bombers 5-10-40, playing Mount Eliza 3-5-23, and the Bombers are all over Mount Eliza here in the third quarter.
In danger of, dare I say it, in danger of really making this game in a really good spot for them as it is at the moment. They're 3 goals clear in a low-scoring game. Mount Eliza need a goal. They need Shane Tennant, who's just taken a really good mark to inspire something. Can they... playing him behind the ball, maybe just put him on the ball for 5 minutes or something. Just do something different to try and get things happening, because at the moment they haven't looked like it, and they don't look like scoring a goal, to be perfectly frank, at the moment either. It's a good tackle applied on Burr, and the umpire says I'm going to ball it up.
That kick was the difference, Vossi, between the two teams. Mount Eliza just don't have that big gorilla down the line that they can bail out to. It's Haratuku and Rouse do the ruck work. As Hammond has come up the ground for this halfway through this quarter. He's ducked his head there, the Mount Eliza player's lucky to not get a free kick for staging there. He's gone back into the deep 50 for Frankston Bombers, Grant, Tennant, and that's just taken across the line.
One of the players Mount Eliza did lose in their outs was big Lewis Pearce.
Yeah. That's been the biggest thing today, is that they just don't have that gorilla to bail out down the line, and you can see when Haratuku goes into the ruck, or even when he is playing forward, he comes right up the ground and works back.
Boundary umpire throws the ball back in. Frankston into attack 50 metres out from their goal. The umpire is going to give a free kick, and he's given it to Mount Eliza, who's there. Tackle without the ball, that's fair enough. Scatolini, who's been a good player for Mount Eliza this afternoon, he will take the free kick at right half back. He'll go down towards the centre wing, going up and taking an uncontested mark there on that occasion was William Anthony, who's got it defensive side of centre wing and not letting the ball go quickly, which means the Frankston defence can go back. Mind you, that was he kicked that very well, and eventually the mark was taken by Harrison Scott right in front of where we're broadcasting here this afternoon. Short pass and almost cut off there by Jared Grant. Spindleshanks couldn't quite take the mark. It's the umpire he's given a holding the ball decision against the Bombers. It's a free kick. It's going to go to Bailey Brown, who in my mind has been one of the top few players on the ground for Mount Eliza this afternoon. He's been very good, especially in that first quarter. Long kick towards full forward, no mark taken off the pack. Charles gets a quick kick out towards the half-back line. Batchelor could have gone for that one and decided to mark and decided to punch instead, and the umpire says I'm going to ball it up. And we're at half forward here for the Mount Eliza side. We're about 70 metres out from their goal, and they desperately need a goal there, AJ.
Absolutely. As the umpire throws the ball up, Haratuku, too big, too strong once again. Jared Grant taking the mark on his chest, who's worked himself into the game, Vossi.
He's actually had a really good quarter, to be perfectly honest.
As he plays on and he delivers straight into the Frankston Bombers forward line, but that goes towards the pocket. Mount Eliza look to get the clearing kick away. It just lands at the feet of Thomas Kelly, who can't pick the ball up. And that's hacked out to Jason Kingsbury, who's waiting for it. Alex Harnett takes the mark just inside forward 50, and he's going to go back. Just as a little bit of how you do between Jason Bedford and a few of the Mount Eliza guys in the little pocket. It's unlike a Bedford to be amongst it, Vossi. This Harnett comes in, goes on his bit of an arc. He allows that to go in the wind. If that gets enough, no, that's hit away from Shane Tennant, just through for a rush behind.
5-12-42. There's 17 shots to 8. They should be basically home and hosed now, the Bombers, and they're not.
The big mids have just turned it on this quarter, haven't they? Harnett, Fox, Sutton, getting plenty of the ball. Haratuku's been massive. Mount Eliza just can't clear the ball. Is that towards a pack? Looks like Mark Slogan just falconed the ball. Harnett gets the ball, goes to a dangerous position inside forward 50, looking for Jake Batchelor. Falls over the back. Sam Fox takes the crumbs and gets the goal. We just mentioned that the key players are standing up for Frankston, Vossi.
Getting their hands on the ball well and truly there, and that is a 24-point margin in favour of the Bombers. Thought it was 6-12, but 6-11-47. Plays 3-5-23. We've played 19 minutes in the third quarter, and a very good margin here for the Bombers at this stage. Ball back to the centre.
This is your match of day, brought to you by Battery World Mornington. Mount Eliza versus Frankston Bombers, and once again, Vossi, Frankston Bombers right on top as the umpire throws it up. Jordan Rouse getting the tap out. This goes inside 50 towards Mount Eliza. They look a lot better when the ball hits the ground. Young Harrison Scott throws the ball onto the left peg. A little contest at the top of the square, and that's locked up, and there'll be another ball up. Great contested work from the Frankston Bombers defenders. They just look a lot more secure down back, Vossi, the Frankston Bombers lineup, as the ball goes up. As Morney gets the tap out, gets it out of the ruck, and it's a rush behind by Mark Logan will do the kicking in duties. He's looking out here towards Alex Harnett on the low side. He comes out here now towards Jake Batchelor. Going to make a contest against two. He's done a good job there. Gets the ball to ground. Although the Mount Eliza throw the ball on the boot. Dylan Garrett waiting there just inside the defensive 50 for Frankston, who switches the ball towards young Charlie Burr. Card Haratuku presenting up all on his loan. He could just about go for home here, Vossi, I reckon, with the breeze, but he sets it up, looking for Sam Fox, 3 versus 1. There's a couple of Mount Eliza guys down there in the pocket. Jackson Burr tries to influence the contest, and he does well by getting the ball across the boundary line for a throw-in.
Wayne Warren 49, Seaford 48. Return the football at the Seaford Road.
So the ball's thrown in. Once again, Haratuku doing the ruck work, getting the palm down. That's locked up again, and we'll get another throw up. Plenty of stoppages, and that's why Haratuku's been a standout player today. Vossi's been able to just assert his strength in the contest. That's cleared from the Mount Eliza defensive 50. Dale Sutton looking to pick up the ball. He's been great this quarter. He spins out of trouble. Looks to be legged, but no free kick coming. Out in front of Alex Harnett. Dribbles the ball along. Throws the ball on the boot, and that is a point from Alex Harnett. Frankston Bombers 6-12-48. Mount Eliza 3-6-24 on the Jones Lapino Real Estate scoreboard.
A 33-point margin to Bomb Beach in their game against Frankston YCW. Side that you've tipped with the flag, and the side that I've tipped with the flag. So, well, one of us may be right at the end of the year. They might play for the grand final. Who knows? But the two sides very prominent. Bomb Beach they're looking for that elusive flag. They back to 2013. The year Bailey Dale actually played for Edipole on a flag, and they had that at 3/4 time well and truly in their keeping, and they managed to blow it to be nice about it. And they haven't been able to get that elusive flag, and they're really looking for it. They really need it down there at Shark Park for them, which is, well, there's the Sharks as well, aren't they? So, yeah. I know it's only round one, but that'd be a great start for them if they can hold on and beat YCW this afternoon. It really just does show how good they have recruited, I suppose. They're really 6 goals in front of them at the moment. Kick towards half forward, mark taken there from out Eliza. They will be almost 3/4 time. They really do need a goal. They kick the ball in. Here's an opportunity for them. 40 metres out, 45-degree angle. And the mark has been taken, in fact, probably not quite a 45-degree angle, but certainly he's got the opportunity here, has the Mount Eliza player in Harrison Scott. And to say this is needed is an understatement. And can he put it through? Just kick it in basically a straight line. Aim it to the left post, let it come back. He kicks it goal. He puts it through. The first goal inside, or in 2 quarters there for the Mount Eliza Redlegs. They're 4-6-30. Bombers are 6-12-48. And, well, all of a sudden the margin is back to 18 points.
A bit like last night's game, Bossy. It just looked like Melbourne were going to run away with it, as the Bombers have, but Mount Eliza just keep clawing back. Nearly 25 minutes played here in quarter 3. Mount Eliza versus Frankston Bombers for the Battery World Mornington match of the day. As the ball goes up in the middle, Burr versus Rouse. Great clearance there from Finley Bain. Goes deep inside the forward 50. Sam Drake taking a great contested mark. He's been good along with Ryan Marks Logan down in the back line for Frankston. Out towards Jason Bedford and Lockie Williams. Great contest. Dale Sutton's had a great third quarter. Throws on the left. It bounces out. We'll get another throw in just in front of the Mount Eliza coaching box. Another goal desperate for Mount Eliza before the siren. If Bombers get another goal, just about say that they're going home with a victory, Vossi, I reckon, with the way they've played. As Williams pumps that towards forward 50. Young Max Morney there with Sam Drake, just pushes him out the way. This goes towards the top of the square. Bit of a wrestle going on. Harrison Scott can run onto it. No. For the Mount Eliza supporters looking for a free kick. None coming. And that's another rush behind. 4-7-31, plays 6-12-48. On the Premier Traditional Home scoreboard. Alex Harnett just demanding the ball out here in front of us, Fossey. Jake Batchelor looking to go up, gets the spoil. Young Charlie Berg gets the tackle. Finley Bain, it's a bit of a dance step. Jordan Rouse hits the ball towards the top of the square. Oh, young Harrison Scott has an opportunity there at the top of the goal square and gets the ball smothered.
And a few late opportunities this third quarter here, Mount Eliza. They probably, well, last 2 opportunities definitely. So all of a sudden at 16 points, it probably should be.
Oh, that's a horrible kick in here. Lockie Williams taking the intercept mark. About 60 out. He looks to drive it in. Look, go towards the hot spot. Oh, drop mark there from Jackson Burr. As Lockie Williams looks like he's coming off with a bit of a leg complaint. He's been great this quarter, Vossi. Young Braden Elms coming on to replace him as the ball's thrown up. About 35 metres out, straight in front from the Mount Eliza goals. We'll have another ball up here. It's the ruckman run into each other. That's tapped down. Finley Bain on the run has missed. They've had plenty of opportunities, as you said, Vossi. They should probably have 6 goals on the board by now. Missed a couple of sodas. 4-9-33, plays 6-12-48.
Yeah, we've got it.
ground just goes ever quiet for this kick in for Frankston Bombers. It was a horrible kick in the last one. We'll see what he does here. Looking for Alex Arnett. Oh, he's nearly done it again. He's just hit Jason Kingsbury on the defensive 50, close to the boundary line. He's able to find Alex Arnett. Looking for a bit of slow play here at the back end of the quarter. Arnett's looking down the line. This next kick here is RD2. He just plucks the ball out. Oh, young bird almost misses his hand with the handball. Once again, gives it to Alex Arnett, who just throws the ball on the boot. Goes towards the 50. Ryan Marks Logan's drifted forward. The ball into a bit of space here. Jared Grant coming through. Lays a big tackle. He's given away a free kick for too high. Will Antonio there taking the free kick for too high against Jared Grant. He comes down the line. Big contest here. Sam Drake, Max Morney. Ball just trickles out. Right out in front of us here. In front of the commentary box, Bossy.
Margin is 15 points in favour of the Bombers. Just on three-quarter time. Low-scoring game, but it's a game that both sides will be grateful they've had a hit out. And they go into next week. There is three-quarter time. And in the match of the day, it is the Frankston Bombers 6-12-48, leading Mount Eliza 4-9-33. That quarter went just under 29 and a half minutes. And that, of course, is on the Premier Traditional Home scoreboard. This is the Battery World of Mornington Match of the Day, and you're listening. And you're listening to RPPFM, the voice of Peninsula football.
Dreaming of a cold beer poured straight from the tap?
Battery World Mornington Match of the Day between Mount Eliza and Frankston Bombers. Once again, Mount Eliza 4-9-33, Frankston Bombers 6-12-48. As the umpire holds the ball aloft to start the fourth quarter. Young Burn Rouse in the ruck here. As Charlie Burt just gets the tap out. Mount Eliza able to get the clearance early, goes deep towards the forward 50. Scaglarini just handballs the ball back in, tries to evade a tackle, and that ball's just locked up on the forward flank for Mount Eliza. Deep towards the boundary line, stuck on this side of the ground to the commentary side. Ball's contested. Dale Sutton, head down, trying to get through. Tom Small has been a bit quiet the last couple of quarters, was good early. And that goes towards the goals. And that's a behind for Mount Eliza. Sam Drake fetching the ball there. Frankston Bombers will bring the ball back in. 4-10-34, 6-12-48.
Interesting, AJ, was the point Bo Muston made was they lost possessions, hit-outs there 9-7, but they had over 60-70% of the play that quarter.
Well, I think the big thing with that is just that when RD2 goes into the ruck, they're a much more dominant side, aren't they?
He's not a short lad. I was standing with him and Liam Wishart, and he is a mountain of a man. So all looking very good there.
Frankston Bombers are able to bring the ball back down the line. Alex Arnett just threw his fingers. And the umpire calls for the ball up. Right in front of the Mount Eliza coaching box here. About 75 out from goal. As the ball's thrown up. Ruckman do battle. Hit into space for Mount Eliza. Heading towards the pocket. As Lockie Williams does the crumbing. Kicks the ball over his shoulder for a point.
And that's probably been the issue, AJ, is that the Mount Eliza are getting the ball, but it's their disposals, isn't it?
Yeah, well, they don't have anyone up forward that they can regularly kick to, do they, Sus? No. They don't have that RD2 when he's down there, or a Jared Grant. We got Jake Batchelor there today, so they're just lacking that tall target. It's RD2 and Rouse, Will Antonio, battle, and Antonio's done a good job there. Heading down towards the 450 again for Mount Eliza. And the ball heading towards the boundary line. We'll get another throw in. Plenty of stoppages today. As the ball's flung back in, Ruckman do battle again. Scagliarini there, getting the crumbs, goes inboard, scrubs one along the ground. Bailey Breen over his shoulder, looking for a target. Mark Slogan just there, doing the defensive work. Lucky to get a good tackle in from the Frankston Bombers. Young Finley Bain dances around, goes towards the top of the square, but Alex Harnett getting back in defence, taking a diving mark.
So Harnett from full back here for the Frankston Bombers. A high kick going out towards Haratuka, and why not? Ball was knocked away from him. He might have been interfered with. The umpire said no, and the Mount Eliza player just getting up and hobbling towards the bench. Or is he coming off? He looks like he's trying to run it off, actually. The Mount Eliza player there in Anthony it is, who's just running towards centre half forward to try and rub off whatever the whatever the ankle injury that he just suffered in that marking contest. Good tackle applied by Breen. The umpire says I'm going to ball that up once again. Margin is 13 points here in the match of the day. We're 4 minutes into the last quarter. 6-12-48 Frankston, 4-11-35 Mount Eliza. You'd think if there's a next goal in this game, it has to be Mount Eliza. It's too far back, 19 points in this low-scoring game, you would think, so they have to bring the margin back inside the single finger margin. So let's see whether they can do it. Frankston just playing that possession game at the moment. Alex Harnett's already had a few touches in this last quarter. He's had quite a few for the day, AJ.
Absolutely, Vossi. He's been superb, and I think Dale Sutton's been a great presence as well, as Karatuku takes a big fly, a big pack mark. He's looking inside forward 50. And that left foot chiseling kick inside, but Shane Tennant there taking an uncontested mark. Mount Eliza need to get their switch and run on as he looks to do so. Two bounces, goes for a third as Batchelor comes at him. A bit of pressure from Jared Grant. It's been good pressure from Frankston Bombers. They've forced them really wide there as the ball's taken about 70 metres from goal, right on the boundary line. Scagliarini's just hossled one down the field. As Garrett gets a quick kick towards Sam Fox, half forward. Another ball on the ground. He's just over the ball there, Fox. Plenty of experience there, and he's got another ball up far side, Vossi. About 85 from goal. White does the work there. Really contested. Looks like the Frankston Bombers players dropped the ball, but no, they've brought it back in. There's going to be another ball up.
My phone's just started going off there with a bit of music. The 101 Guilty Pleasures album I've got on my phone there has just started playing some music, and I've actually turned that on, AJ. So I wonder how that's actually started.
As Dale Sutton picks up the loose ball, he goes over his shoulder, heading towards Jackson Burrett. Half forward, Mount Eliza taking a great intercept mark. And it looks like it's going to be a 50-metre penalty. As they go towards Bailey Breen there and half forward, he goes inboard. About 40 metres out on a slight angle to Finley Bain, who's going to line up to potentially bring it to a 7-point game.
He's been good this afternoon, Finlay Bain, and it's an opportunity to make his mark, if you like, because this is an important kick in the game. This to bring the margin back to 7 points if he's successful. Aiming outside that right post. It has to be outside that right post. He's a home player. He should know where it's got to go. Gets a little bit close to the man on the mark. He comes in. He kicks it high. He kicks it straight, I think. Yes, he has. He snuck it in for a goal. Mount Eliza have their fifth. 5-11-41. They're only 7 points down on the Frankston Bombers. 6-12-48. We've played about 7 minutes in this last quarter, and all of a sudden, they've kicked the last 2 goals in this game, and we've got a game again, AJ.
Absolutely, Vossi. It's forced Khan Haratuku to go into the middle. I think it's a much better move for him to play this last quarter in the ruck. He can play that presence around the wing areas and really push up for a contested mark. And he's been dominant in the ruck so far today. Harituku gets a tap out straight away, right down the palm of the Frankston Bombers midfield. That goes towards forward 50, just scrubbed along the ground. And the Mount Eliza player just kicks it straight over the boundary line. What are they going to call here? Just a throw in. Luckily, the two players there were able to get a touch on that, because I reckon that was going to be ping, Vossi.
All of a sudden, Bombers are going to win this all over again. Only the 6 for the day. They've only conceded the 5, but they've got to somehow win this game all over again, because Mount Eliza all of a sudden kicked the last 2 in this game. Here's an opportunity for them on the right foot. A snap at goal is off target, so the margin is 8 points. And we've played 9 minutes in the last quarter. It's 6:13:49. The Premier Traditional Home scoreboard, Mount Eliza 5:11:41. This is a Battery World of Mornington Match of the Day live on RPPFM. And I hope you can stay with us for the rest of the afternoon, as it's going to be a very close finish in this very important game. Even though it's the first game of the year, an important game for two sides that want that top 3 spot at the end of the year, AJ.
Absolutely, and Dale Sutton's really led from the front in the last quarter, and he started really well in this fourth quarter. It's gone for 9 minutes. He's the one who just missed that goal there, but he's been the difference so far. When the sides needed it, he stood up. As Frankston looked to go inside 50, that's just scrubbed along the ground. Mount Eliza able to defend. That number 54, the one that's just pulled on another jumper, Vossi, as one of the Mount Eliza guys looks to be down and knocked out. Potentially, we'll see how that goes. But the umpire's just called time on. Luckily, the player's been able to get up, which is good news. Obviously, just a bit of a winding there.
Langwarrin up by 9 points in the game against Seaford. 7-6-48 Seaford, 8-9-57 Langwarrin.
Mount Eliza go into attack. It's a 2v1 here. Lockie Williams goes for the ball, didn't have the ball. The crowd's just lifted a notch here, Vossi. Probably should have got a free kick there, Lockie Williams. Another ball up at 50 metres out from the Mount Eliza goal, who are coming hard. Harituku in the ruck. Finley Bain trying to break through. Wishart just trying to get the ball to the boundary line. He picks it up. There's going to be another boundary throw in here, right in front of the Mount Eliza coach's box once again. Steve Bradle just up and about, looking to get his charges to storm home. Plenty of attention on Alex Harnett. The two ruckmen link up. Harituku getting touchdown. Going to get another throw in. Tell you what, Vossi, I'm lucky we don't count throw-ins and ball-ups, because we'd still be trying to get them down.
Yeah, it's been a lot of them this afternoon, but the wind has played a bit of a havoc with this game, let's be honest. But we're back at the football, and that's what we're grateful for. Bailey Breen gets a hand pass to himself, and he'll go back and get his own ball. He gets the hand pass towards the attacking 50 there for Mount Eliza. The umpire letting play go on, and finally the ball will, in fact, end up in the umpire's arms. Not quite over the line. So, won't be a long last quarter. One goal has been kicked in this last quarter, but the quarters haven't been long at all today. We've only had the 11 goals scored for the day. I reckon one more goal for Frankston, AJ, will be enough.
Yeah, you're right, Vossi. I think, especially with the amount of points, those 2 extra points they've kicked, that'll be the key for them.
Harnett, a hand pass. He was looking there for his teammate there in Burr. Picked up by Harnett. He was tackled. Harnett, he was looking for a high tackle. I reckon he got tackled around about the left nipple there. And I don't reckon that was high. Yeah, the man that we affectionately call Nipples is standing in front of us. But, nevertheless, It is a free kick to Frankston, a long kick towards half forward off the pack Kingsbury. Towards the line, sees it over with Scaglarini, but I don't reckon that was high, AJ.
No, he was lucky to get that one there, Vossi, and he'd taken on someone already, and I reckon if it was just a little bit lower, it would have been holding the ball, but he was lucky to get a free kick. We get another throw in here. RD2 palms it down in front. Sam Fox looks to step through. Harnett gets the kick inside 50, looking for a player there in Grant or Batchelor. Tennant does a great job with that tackle. Get another ball up.
And that was the three players. That was the three players for them. You had Haratuki, you had Fox, you had Harnett. The only one you missed you had the trifecta there. The quadrilla would have been Dale Sutton in there. They've been very good, those three, this afternoon. Just one more goal for the Bombers, and that'll just about be it. With 14 minutes in the last quarter, they're 8 points in front in a very, very low-scoring game here at the ML Madsen Reserve. They're kicking to the Warella drive into the ground in the last quarter.
Alex Harnett trying to barge his way through. He's been fantastic all day. Gets rid of the ball. It's just bouncing around inside the Frankston Bombers 50. Tennant picks the ball up. He's tackled and we get another ball up. Fossey just getting word through. Jacko Fry playing in his grand final in Premier Cricket has 4 for 16. Carlton 4 for 93, chasing Casey's 200. He's got all 4 wickets, and they include Golbus, Mackenzie Harvey, Harry Smythe and Ross.
That's a couple of good wickets in there.
Haratuku just gets a punch on the ball and that goes out. We'll get a ball in right in front of us here, Vossi. 14 and a half minutes gone. Last quarter here at Mount Eliza.
Big spy for 262.
It's the ball in. Haratuku and Rouse doing the ruck work. Straight down to Alex Harnett. His kick smothered. Mount Eliza defenders are able to clear. Heading up towards Lockie Williams, who's getting attacked there by his defenders. He tries to step Pickus, but he's not able to, and we'll get another throw in. These boundary umpires will be pretty sore tomorrow, Vossi. They've had plenty of work to do.
Certainly will.
Certainly getting their money's worth.
All margin back to 9 points in the game at Bomb Beach, 68 to 59.
Haratuku's just dominating in the ruck so far since he's gone in. It looks like Bailey Breen down, bit of a head knock. Harnett's able to get it forward. Shane Tennant playing loose there, creating a contest. Jared Grant, it's a ball on the boot. He's able to bounce it like a basketball. Jackson Burt,
I reckon
getting it forward.
Goal too. The margin track to 3 points, I reckon, at Bomb Beach.
Oh, it's up and about, Bossy.
Stone Cats, never count them out, AJ.
We'll get another boundary throw in here right in front of the Frankston Bombers box. The Mule Madsen Reserve. Vossi looks pretty happy with his call.
I've been on their bandwagon for years. They're a great club, and they've along with Bomb Beach, have done some really good recruiting this year, haven't they?
I think Frankston do some great recruiting every year, don't they? I don't think they've ever done a bad year, have they?
Wow, that's probably a fair point too.
As the ball comes in right on the 50-metre line for Frankston Bombers. The Ruckman in Burr for Frankston pushes the Mount Eliza Ruckman in the back. Crowd want a free kick but don't get it. Get another ball up. Crowd just getting up and about here, Vossi. A few free kicks not going their way. Bailey Breen drops the ball. We'll get another throw in. Alex Harnett certainly lifted his work rate and disposal numbers in this last quarter, Vossi. He's been sensational for Frankston all day. Him and Haratuku along with Sutton probably leading the way. Tennant just throws the ball on the boot, looking towards Sam Drake. We're going to get a throw in here. right in front of the Mount Eliza coaching box again.
I actually thought he marked that.
Looks like he juggled it over. This poor young fella's probably thrown in 100 balls so far today, Vossi. Two-ruck can go up. Harnett getting the tap out again. He's thrown down. Mount Eliza supporters do not like the decision. Probably tend to agree with them. Alex Harnett getting another free kick. Harnett heads down the line. Batchelor been very quiet all day. Jake Batchelor. Mount Eliza head towards the middle scrabble there, and he just creates a contest. And the umpire's called a chopping free kick, and the crowd are up and about again, Bossy. This is footy as you love it. Harnett heading towards the forward line. Jared Grant gets the ball off the pack, dribbles the goal. Frankston ahead, 55-41. It's almost too much for Mount Eliza now.
You would think that'd be enough. They're 14 points clear, and we're just about to hit time one in the last quarter. It's actually 74-65 in the game at Long Beach, so they're 9 points in front.
There's plenty of chat going on around the band, Bossy. Mount Eliza faithful are up and about, not happy with the decisions. The umpire's been down the front but it'll go towards Mount Eliza. They've got to go long and strong. They'll go inside forward 50. Kick it to the non-bombers defender. Midfielder who's got back in Alex Harnett, and his last quarter's just about got him in front. Jones Lupino Real Estate best on ground for mine, Vossi.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'd be happy with the quadrilla of players at the moment for the Bombers being Sutton or Harnett or Fox or Haratuku, to be perfectly honest. They've all been fantastic and they're looking the goods here at the moment. 14 points is the margin. It's the ball about to be thrown back into play. We're just a few seconds away from time on in the last quarter here at the Emil Madsen Reserve. First game for 2022. A hand pass out. It's taken on this occasion by Small. He got tackled. Ball picked up there and ridden into the ground. A free kick, not to be, says the umpire. And the umpire says I'm going to ball the ball up. On centre wing. And for both sides as Berg gets the ball down, taken away for Mount Eliza. A quick kick towards full forward. And then a mark down there, but instead it's a mark down there to Sam Drake, who's got it. Between fullback and centre halfback, just lays back on the kick and goes out towards halfback. Ball on the ground. A chance now for the ball to be picked up and a hand pass into the waiting arms there of Fox, I think it was, and now he got it out towards his teammate. Now they can run here, Frankston. They got the hand pass over the top. They got the loose man created. Yeah. They are absolutely out here. They got Haratuku at 40. He goes in short. They got Jared Grant 25 metres out. He is tucked up in the left forward pocket, and this, if he can kick this goal, Jared Grant, which will be his third goal, I believe, and if he kicks this goal, it's definitely over.
I've liked Jared Grant's game today, Vossi. I thought he's worked into it, especially the longer it's gone.
His third quarter especially was really, really good. That mark in the third quarter, which probably is the mark of the day by the Bridgestone Sleep Mornings, the mark of the day, has probably set him going, to be perfectly honest.
Eliza out deep. Rebound from deep 50. Jared Grant, great chase down tackle on Scagolarini there. Frankston go in deep inside forward 50, and Khan Haratuku, too big, too strong, too good. He'll line up. They've got a couple of guys in the goal square screaming for the ball, but I think it was smart of Haratuku to go back, kick the goal, take some time off the clock, and he'll look to ice the cake, Vossi.
This will definitely be the game if he can kick this. 3 points difference at Shark Park between Bomb Beach and YCW. Haratuku has the shot, and Khan Haratuku has missed. So 15 points is the margin. We're 22 and a half minutes into the last quarter. 7:14.56, Mount Eliza 541. Mount Eliza just have to play attacking football and hope that they can somehow get themselves a goal or two to bring themselves right back.
The umpire throws the ball up right in the centre square. Harnett's able to get onto the end of this. Over to Fox, over to Bedford, who's able to go for a run down the wing. He gets one in low. Grant, handball out to Haratuku, goes around the corner. Dribbles at home. Game over. Frankston Bombers too good. Khan Haratuku too good. And the quadrella have stood up, Vossi. Sutton, Harnett, Fox, Haratuku. And Frankston YCW have hit the front. 77-74, so they've come storming home. Vossi's got a nice smirk on his face. It's gone quiet. He doesn't want to go too hard with that.
Is it one word or two words, Sus? Are you sure? I've got a lot of respect for Bomb Beach as well, so but they were as much as 6 goals down, and they haven't won, but they're in front, but they were as much as 6 goals down. It's a huge effort if they can hold on in that one, but here at Mount Eliza, it looks like it's going to be the Bombers celebrating tonight with a win. Have a couple of nice cold frothies afterwards and enjoy the, dare I say, maybe a nice one. They might have to jump in there and get that professional, AJ. They might have to.
Yeah, well, they might have to. We are in the age of being pretty professional as a local sporting organisation, but we'll get another throw in. Vossi, 41-62, Frankston Bombers lead on the Jones Lupino. The Premier Traditional Home scoreboard. We've got the Best on Ground award that'll be awarded for the Jones Lupino Real Estate medal as Frankston YCW are lining up for another goal.
They're 2 points in front.
So Bomb Beach are out in their feet by the looks of it.
They're actually going to the non-scoring end, if you like, the wilderness end, if you like, at Shark Park, which is to go home against the grain at Bomb Beach. That's a huge effort on their part.
Frankston Bombers here in the defensive 50. Look to ice some time off the clock. Playing a bit of slow ball. They've done enough. We've got to get the decision, Vossi, for the Best on Ground, Jones Lupino Real Estate. And Frankston YCW have kicked the goal, Vossi.
Well, they might be home, AJ.
Jeez. We've got Langwarren going ahead against Seaford, 72-48.
We've got a $50 meat tray thanks to our number one sponsor, the first ever sponsor at RPPFM, Eliza Meats. Kevin's Lean Team.
Yeah, $50 voucher towards Eliza Meats from Jones Lupino Real Estate, thanks to Julie Bible.
Okay, and that's a Grand Hotel card. That one.
You'd be pretty happy with that one, Vossi, wouldn't you?
The meat tray.
Oh, and the $50 grand voucher.
Oh,
frequent down there a bit.
Why? Oh, well, I do. Yeah, I do like it down there. Just minus the beer at the moment, but I certainly do enjoy getting down there. Bit of a social outlet, a bit like the Sereno pub for you, AJ.
Yeah, it's a pretty good pub down there, mate. I try not to go out too much these days with the little tin lid.
How's he going?
He's good, mate. He's good. He's a cheeky little fella. I tell you what, he's a very lucky boy. Seen a premiership already.
Yeah, well, our man in front's a Melbourne supporter there, Sus, and Sus has never seen a premiership.
Well, he has now.
Well, until now, and Sus has been on this earth, well, dare I say, a lot longer than your son has.
Oh, absolutely. I think so, Vossi. I think so. As we get another ball in from the boundary umpire, as we've said, done a mountain of work today. 27 minutes gone, fourth quarter.
Well, as a Bulldog supporter, it took my brother 51 years to see 51 years on this earth to see a Bulldogs premiership.
Yeah, Sus is just looking towards us for an answer on the Jones Lapino Real Estate best on ground. I think Alex Harnett. What do you think, Vossi?
I'm happy to go. I'm happy to go with either him or Khan Haratuku, to be honest.
I think Alex has stood up this quarter and he's dragged his side
Let's go with
across
Alex.
the line.
Khan, very unlucky.
He's played a great game, Haratuku.
So 8-14-62 plays 5-12-42. Margin is 20 points with 27 minutes in this, the last quarter. And the Bombers are well and truly home. They go in short. The mark, or not paid to Fox, so he plays on. He goes down the line. Anthony goes up. He might have winded himself coming down there, Anthony. He's down on the ground. He might have just hit his head a little bit, has he? Right in the last few seconds of the game.
That's not what you want.
No, it's not. He's trying to ride out to him to make sure that he's all right.
I think the big difference today, Vossi, is the experience, and we talk about the quadrella, and they're just a lot more experienced than the Mount Eliza guys at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah, the Bombers have been there and thereabouts for a lot of years. This is a team that they know where they want to go to, and, well, you say Bomb Beach, I say YCW, or they say why not us?
Yeah, you're correct. I think you could probably throw a blanket over 4 or 5 sides, maybe even 6 that amount a really good case.
Which all goes well for competition. This is the first round of football this afternoon.
As the siren sounds, Frankston Bombers victory on the Premier Traditional Homes Mornington Battery World Match of the Day round. 42-62. The last quarter went 29 minutes, and in the end, Frankston Bombers have done it pretty easy.
Just too good in the end. The Bombers will take a break, come back and wrap things up here from the Emil Madsen Reserve. You're listening to RPPFM, the voice of Peninsula football.
Here at Bridgestone Select, it's our job to keep you moving with the right advice.
A great range of products and service you can count on. So when it comes to tyres, when it comes to auto care,
Come to